Sorkar Meghalaya lyngba ka Tnat Social Welfare kala pynlong ka Lympung Pynshai paidbah halor ka jingpynjot bashyrkhei drok ka Jingim ki samla shynrang bat kynthei ha kani kapor da ka prokram Kyrsiew balai kyrteng Phohsniew Tei Biang Jylla ka Jingim dream and build ha ka santri Nohprah ha State Central Library Auditorium ha kani ka Lympung nadan Myntri Rangbah Conrad K Sangma ka Kong Ampareen Lyngdoh Myntri ka Koit ka Khiah Bah Paul Lyngdoh Myntri Social Welfare Dr L R Bishnoi DGP bat belai Khiah ke sorkar Jylla kajing temu juga ni ke Lympung kalong ban Kyrsiew thia ya ki balang ngop ha ki jing mlin Phohsniew bat ban yarap ya ki ban Tei Biang ya ka jong kalawe da ki jing Kyrshan lyngba ki jing sumar sukher bat da ka jing iet para mensimbrio ke sorkar Jylla kelapen kup burom ya ka maulai tahun dorbar kabalawan syakmat ban kener ya ki kiti jing yarap na ka benta ki samla ki balang ngop hau ni ujing di bakensha ban Kyrsiew bak Kyrshan ya ki lyngba ka jaka sumar bakerpang ha mauro kani gajing pelkup burom ka kentup ru ka song pisa jing yarap ka bah riu lak tengka na ka benta kani ka kamba bha ban kener kikti ban yarap ya ki samla.
We have just signed an accord, and as you can see, this accord is an accord with a difference. We have heard of Assam Accord, Mizoram Accord, Nagaland Accord. These accords have all been signed between two conflicting parties or groups. But here, today's accord has been signed and is being signed by people who have come together to dream together, to share this ideal of turning Meghalaya into a dream world that it can become and take it away from the nightmare it is sought to be pushed into. So friends, when I first joined the cabinet, I was asked to describe it, and I said it's a dream team, little knowing that I would then be asked to head social welfare department with dream mission. When we speak of dreams, there are two facets and two aspects of dreams. One are dreams that send us into a state of slumber. But the dream, the other facet, is the dream that keeps us awake. And today, Dream Mission has kept us awake, on our toes, and trying our very best to deliver. I seek the support of each one of you. It's very easy to point fingers. It is more difficult for those fingers to come together and unite, and hand in hand we take this dream forward. When we heard of Martin Luther King and his fiery speech, I have a dream. And then over the years, we hear of ABBA and the number, I have a dream. Those lines go, I have a dream, a song to sing. I have a dream, I cross the stream, I have a dream. In our case, the challenge before Meghalaya is not just crossing a stream. We have to cross very high mountains, sail across oceans, navigate across difficult problems. Geologically, Meghalaya falls under a seismic belt. But as you've heard from the DGP, geographically, we're also in another seismic belt, the Golden Triangle. So the challenges are tough, but then there's a saying that when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. And that's our motto, our aim as a government. Today, I acknowledge that with the active support of the Chief Minister, we have been able to proactively pursue this dream of ours. And as you can make out from the statistics that were shared, we are doing our very best to put our best foot forward in ensuring that we do eliminate drugs from Meghalaya as a state and as a society.
Samla Jingim Dunyo Puson Durian Dapin Shondor Yahu Drok to Kyar Lailu Laiwa Lawi Jong Piwat I Jingdum Kanka
and launching the Build Forum and signing of the accord today, I take this opportunity to welcome all of you to this very, very important program. I will take a few moments to become a professor, I should say, and not be a political or politician giving a speech, because I want you to understand what it is that we're trying to do. And I strongly feel that one must understand the larger picture and goal of what is it that we're trying to do. And I'll be very brief. But I need to explain what policy making and how we approaching governance in this MDA government that is now running in its 5th year and touching the 6th year. First of all, we need to differentiate and understand what kind of an economic model that we have. I have spoken about this in different forums, but I would like to share with you today about it because I feel we need to understand it. And I will build upon it. Meghalaya traditionally has been an economy, what we all call in economics as an extractive economy. An extractive economy is an economy that works based on extracting and using its resources. We sell our resources and we grow our economy. It is not sustainable in nature. And hence, the world across and countries across are moving towards what we call a regenerative economy, where we allow our resources to regenerate and we don't depend on our extractive resources to build our economy. Very complicated, I won't go into details about the theory part of it, but just the concept. But when we talk of a regenerative economy, the crux at what makes an economy a regenerative economy is precisely what Bah Paul had just mentioned to you. Time is our greatest resource. We all know that. And that's the reason why I always come on time for any program. Because I believe that not only am I wasting my time, but I'm wasting your time if I'm late. And it's not fair for me to allow you to lose the greatest resource that we all have, which is time. But apart from this greatest resource of time, one of the more important resources for any nation is its youth. So no matter what resource we have, whether it's coal or limestone, these are all extractive economies and they will perish in days and years to come. And hence, it is only our youth. And that's why Israel is a great model. Singapore is a great model of economies which have been able to regenerate, basing their policy on the youth, which is, as I said, one of the greatest resources we have. So having said that, what are we trying to do out here? What we as a government are trying to do is take care of this greatest resource that we have. And that's the reason why, in the past 6 years, our policies have been broken up into 2-3 multiple sectors, or you can say, divisions or systems that we try to create. The first is, we have what we call a stakeholder approach. It's not about drug abuse alone. It's not about entrepreneurship alone. It's not about music alone. It's not about education alone. It is about the youth at the center of our policy on this stakeholder approach. And the stakeholder is the youth, and how do we put in different aspects of the youth to have a more holistic policy to push what is important for our youth. So if I'm not losing you out here, what I'm trying to say is, no schemes or programs can work in silos. If a government has to have a successful approach or successful implementation of any kind of a vision that they have, you need to go for a stakeholder approach. The women in our community. What do we do to have different programs around our women folk? Whether it is health related, whether it is economic activity related, whether it's social issues related, whether it's safety related, we need to understand the entire gamut of things so that we're able to actually have an impact on what we're trying to do.
Submitted a proposal of 31 lakhs for which the entire amount will be given as per the indicators inside. But today, as a token for some of the components, we are giving an amount of 6 lakhs of rupees. Handing over the check is our Honourable Chief Minister with the Minister to Dr. Myntri and the team from Molai Thongorda. And with this, we are encouraging other community